Moscow Sheremetyevo cargo turnover grew by 4.5% in Q1 2021. Sheremetyevo handled more than 80,000 tons of cargo and about 8,500 tons of mail in Q1. Sheremetyevo has a 68.7% share of the Moscow air cluster's cargo and postal air transportation market. Increase in cargo turnover occurred during a period of significant reductions in carrying capacity. Cargo traffic at Sheremetyevo International Airport exceeded pre-pandemic figures in the first quarter of 2021, increasing by 4.5% over the same period last year. Sheremetyevo handled more than 80,000 tons of cargo and about 8,500 tons of mail in the first quarter, confirming its status as the largest cargo hub in Russia and a leader among Moscow airports. Sheremetyevo has a 68.7% share of the Moscow air cluster's cargo and postal air transportation market. The increase in cargo turnover occurred during a period of significant reductions in carrying capacity associated with international restrictions on passenger air traffic, which were introduced in late March and early April 2020. Cargo transportation by domestic airlines, which returned to pre-pandemic levels in the second half of 2020, continues to demonstrate positive dynamics. In the first quarter of 2021, the operator Moscow Cargo handled more than 21,000 tons of cargo on domestic flights, 19% more than during the same period last year. The largest growth was in the import cargoes carried by domestic airlines, which increased more than 1.5 times by volume.
Export cargoes carried by domestic airlines
grew by 9% and transfer by 12.9%. These increases by domestic airlines was due largely to the growth in traffic of Sheremetyevo's strategic partner, Aeroflot Group. The volume of cargo carried by international airlines increased by 6.3%. China, Germany, the Netherlands, South Korea and the United States remain the main foreign destinations, accounting for about half the total. Cargo significantly increased to Krasnoyarsk, Novosibirsk, Kaliningrad and Yekaterinburg, which joined Sheremetyevo's traditional high-demand destinations in Russia's Far East, Vladivostok, Khabarovsk, Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky and Yuzhno-Sakhalinsk. The largest volume of export and transit cargo transportation in the first quarter was for Amsterdam, AMS. Frankfurt, FRA, Shanghai, PVG. Beijing, PEC, Vladivostok, VVO, Khabarovsk, KHV, and Krasnoyarsk, KJA. The largest volume of import and transit cargo transportation in the first quarter was for Frankfurt, FRA. Hong Kong, HKG. Shanghai, PVG. Beijing, PEC, Amsterdam, AMS. Chicago, ORD, and Seoul, ICN.